Hi, everybody. June here from Red Daisy Crafts. It's so great to see you this Sunday. I'm going to check all the places a few minutes early, so I'm not going to dive right in. I'm going to give it a couple minutes, and I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm glad to be here today and unbox the paper pumpkin with you. Oh my gosh, I cannot find where I want to go. Hope y'all have been enjoying your weekend and just, getting to experience all the things. I am not oh wait, I have to go somewhere else. Forgetting all the places where this stuff goes now. And making it hard for me to find it. So how are y'all today? Oh, looks like everything is fine. And hopefully some of you will be joining me today. Again, we're going to be unboxing the June paper pumpkin, Life is Sweet. And I did open up this box, but we're going to open it up together right now. Each month I get 2 paper pumpkins so that I can play with it and then also do the unboxing with you. So I look forward to that. And I see we are a little bit early, so I'm just taking it easy here for people to show up. I did put an event up, and so I know a few of you are going to plan to join me today, and so I hope that's the case. So we have also the next quarter of paper pumpkins that I want to show you as well. So I'm going to put us so that you can see the table a bit. So I've just unboxed my paper pumpkin, and so as you can see, it comes with the tissue like usual. If you're not familiar with paper pumpkin is a subscription box of a craft kit that comes in the mail to you every month. You can subscribe and pause it at any time, and also you can cancel it anytime. So the great thing about it is that Stampin' Up! Does guarantee it. So you can have a return option if you don't like it. So it's really a great way to try out paper pumpkin, and it is basically $24.50 a month with shipping. And if you have any questions about that, feel free to ask me in the comments. I'll be glad to help you out with that. I would love more than anything to have you join me on my group for Paper Pumpkin so that I can spoil you like I spoil my other Paper Pumpkin subscribers with some happy mail every month, and also at 6 months of consecutive participation in the Paper Pumpkin, I treat you with some special gifts. So all from me. So I'm really excited to kind of dig into this, and I just want to make sure that everything is working correctly. And so I'm going to check one other place really quick and make sure we are on the stream at YouTube. I don't check this very often, but it is, yep, there it is. Although it looks frozen. Maybe that's how it looks all the time. No, there it is. All right, so that is working. So here I think we will go ahead and get started looking at this. So like I said, I wanted to kind of share with you some of the upcoming. Hey, Wanda, thanks for joining. I'm so glad you're here with us tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, and put you to the table. So, super excited about the next 3 months of Paper Pumpkin. And the July one looks absolutely gorgeous. And some of the sneak peeks we've been seeing are look really beautiful. Looks like there's some real glimmer um, pieces in there and whatnot. It is called Painted Petals. And the colors that it coordinates with are Calypso Coral, Granite Gray, which is going to be the Stampin' Spot in July, is Granite Gray, or Gray Granite, excuse me. Melon Mambo is another color in the kit, Mossy Meadow, and Old Olive. So I think it's going to be a really fun, bright, cheerful kit. So, okay, great. Thank you, Wanda. I was really glad that it is not frozen. It looked frozen on my end, but once I popped in there, it seemed to be fine. So, and then in August, looks like we're going to have a little bit of a birthday focus, because the stamp set looks to be numbers, which I think is pretty cool. And so that'll be a fun one as well. And then in September, we're going to get into our autumn months. And so that one is Autumn Abundance. And so the really rich autumn colors looks like in that kit. Then we have a new add-on die called Every Celebration, and it has some floral, a flower die that I believe will coordinate with the July Painted Petals. There'll be a probably a stamp or something that matches that. We have a word die called Hooray, and then we have this beautiful intricate petal, or leaf, I should say. That's really, really nice. So I don't know if you can see those a little better there, but I'm really excited about those. So if you have any questions about that, please let me know. I think we will get started. So, as you know, it always comes wrapped in tissue. We have our stamp set, which we'll get a closer look at in a moment. The stamp spot in this month's Paper Pumpkin, which is focusing. Hey, Susan, so glad you're here today. Thanks so much. The Shy Shamrock is one of the new in colors, and this kit kind of focuses on the new in colors for 2024 to 2026. And then, of course, we'll just take this out of here and get our kit outside this tissue paper. And I just kind of fold this up and stick it back in the box. I do save my tissue paper. I don't know about all of you, but I do save my tissue paper, and I use them on occasion as we go through whatever, birthday, holiday, or whatever. Hey, Anna, thanks for joining today. It's great to have you here. I'm excited to play with this kit. I did play, like I said earlier, I did play with one and start working on some alternatives for you guys. But I get 2 every month so that I can do an unboxing with you all. So inside here we have some glue dots. Again, they're a little on the larger side, which I prefer if we're going to use these little sheets of glue dots. Also includes some mini dimensionals, so that's really great. And then some really pretty kind of shimmery pearls. They're a bit of an iridescent color, and they're, I wouldn't say they are off-white, but they have a little bit of a kind of a cream or a yellowish tone to them. So really, they're really beautiful. I wish I could give you a better look at them. Oh, I've lost one in just that moment. Just so you could see maybe they're champagne. We should look at the back and see. I don't know where that one went. I don't see it stuck to me anywhere. Also in the box this month, we have some twine, actually linen thread in this month's kit. I always love some linen thread, so that'll be very useful. And we have some tear and tape, just a little bit, it looks like, not a full roll. So I'm just going to set these aside for now. All right, so we have in the kit some really beautiful scallop looking edges on the corners of the envelopes that are included. So we have pretty in pink envelopes, and this looks to be the Shy Shamrock, and then this is Peach Pie, I believe is what it's called. So we have those envelopes in the kit. I'm going to move our ink spot out of the way. If I can put it somewhere, it won't be too troublesome. All right. Let's go here next. Here is the stamps in this set. So I didn't love necessarily that there are no images, but I do love all of the sentiments that are in here. So the thanks, this matches up with the die that is a part of the Thanks and Beyond die set that is currently for this particular paper pumpkin. Then you have Wish You Were Here. Then Life is So Much Sweeter with Friends Like You. You're Truly Amazing. So Much to Celebrate. Sending a Big Squeeze, which goes along with all the fruity items in this kit. And then Sweet Friend. So really great sentiments for sending cards to our friends, right? So these would all be lovely even if you added a birthday sentiment. So just think a little bit outside the box on that. And so those are the sentiments that are in the kit. Okay, and so this just shows you on here all the pieces that are in here. And then again, there's that die that matches up with the thanks stamp. All right, so here are the beautiful cards that this kit is intended to create. There are 9 cards, 3 of 3 designs for this kit, and full color instructions, which is awesome. And of course, we always make the cards as they were intended the first time when I do the unboxing, and then we go ahead and play around with all of the ideas for alternates and stuff like that. And so I know that you guys have a lot of people that you could be watching, and so I thank you for following me and being a part of this group. We have some really delicate detailed die cuts here. They are also separated by a piece of vellum. Okay. And so just keeping that in mind, that's a really gorgeous element. There are 3 of those. Here is one of the card bases that is in the kit. So it's white with a little bit of like painted texture that may have a little bit of a linen press to it. So there are 3 of these card bases, and that's white with the pretty in pink. Then we have 1 sheet of labels, sentiment labels that are here. And so let me just take them out because it's really difficult for you to see on the screen when it's all one color like that. So those are the 2. So you have 4 of this size, and oh, there are actually 3 sizes, just slightly smaller here. So 4 of each of those. So you have 1 extra for each of those, like for any time I might make a mistake. Of course, you can always flip it over, right? Gorgeous lemons in here, die cuts that you can just pop out. Then here is the second card base. And again, it is that same painted texture look with a little bit of a what looks like linen material kind of pressed into it. These are what, I don't know if this is necessarily Shy Shamrock or if this is Summer Splash, but it looks more like Summer Splash to me than it does the Shy Shamrock. So just kind of making note of that. So we have that card base. Then we have a whole sheet of peaches. Okay. And we got a darker peach, a lighter peach, and then we actually have 3 different sizes here. And I think this one, and then this one's a little bit smaller, and this one's a little bit smaller than this one. So you actually have 2 extra sets of the peaches. There aren't extras of the lemons, but that just gives you that information. And then we have another card base that is peach pie. And I just think this is such a pretty color. I didn't know how much I liked peach. I guess I have always liked it, but I love this color. And so we have that card base, and there's 3 of those. And then we have 3 of these. And so it looks like a little bit of a pocket here that's got stitching on it. And then a really delicate die cut here in the Shy Shamrock. And then we have glimmer paper, which are words. And so we're going to pop those out in a moment, but you have hello, miss you, and congrats. I think it's just congrats. Yes, congrats. So we have fun shimmer words. We also have some vellum leaves or palms here, and some vellum stars that are die cut out of this piece of vellum. And then of course we have cherries, and there are used 2 on each of the cards, so there aren't any extras here either. So not a ton of extras in this kit, but we are certainly going to see what we can do with it, how we will be able to expand it after we go through and put the first set together this evening. So let's get our instructions out, and we will start to put just layering all the pieces so that we can start with the first card base. So this is the first card base that we need, and it's calling for this pink piece that looks a bit like a pocket. Okay. And then it also is calling for, I'm going to try and move some of this stuff out of the way once we're done with it. It's also calling for the cherries. So we need 1 of this cherry and then 1 of this one. So that piece of it. All right. And then it's asking for 2 of the larger star shaped vellums pieces here, and 1 of the smaller vellum pieces there. And then we are going to get the miss you. I have to say, admittedly, I don't really think I've sent many cards that said miss you. So we will make this one, but I probably won't use the other ones. So I've thought of some other things we might do with that. All right. And then of course we're going to use twine and some of the other embellishments that come in the kit. So I'm just going to set this aside here and go to the next one till we get them all set aside. All right, so now I have this card base here that we're going to work with, and it is asking for the vellum leaves or palms of this piece here. And you want to be delicate with these when you're taking them out, because they don't always just fall out very easily, and you don't want to tug too hard. So I'm going to set that aside, and then we're going to get this piece. This is really beautiful, and so I'm just being really gentle with it and just trying to go around the whole thing, get it out of the die, punched out of that piece. All right, so now we have this piece right here. And then we're also going to need that word congrats, which is here. And this is kind of long, actually, for a sentiment on the front of a card. So it is a bit long, right? All right, and then we need the lemons for this one. So here are the lemons. We need one big one, one large one, and one of these smaller lemons right here. Okay, so set that aside, and that's everything for that card base. Okay, and then the last one we have is this card base, and we are going to pull out 5 peaches. So we're going to pull this darker peach, the lighter one here. These are sort of the same size, I would say, of a peach. And then we have the smallest one here, and this middle of those 3 smaller ones, and then that size right there. Okay, so we have those items. Then we have a hello, a glimmer word phrase for hello. So popping that out. So we're done with that piece. And then we're going to get one of these items right here. So setting that aside. And then we have our envelopes. So I'm just going to pull out one of each of these. And the envelopes are pretty simple. They're just solid. So when we're doing our alternates, that's going to be really probably something we'll dive into a little bit more. Okay, so I think I already have each of those out, so I don't need to get that out. And so let's see. Let's go in order. So I think we will start with our peach pie card base. So the colors in this kit that coordinate are Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lolly, Peach Pie, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, Pretty in Pink, Pumpkin Pie, Shy Shamrock, and Summer Splash. So awesome. Lots of beautiful, bright, cheerful colors. So excited to play with all of these. So I'm just going to move these up a little bit out of the way here so we can get to playing with this. And I did have a few of the stamps out from when I was playing, so I'm going to just get that stamp set out and continue with that. So just makes it easier. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. And we will get going on this. That was a lot of little pieces, wasn't it? So here's the stamps that I was playing with earlier. So, all right. So for this first card, we have to get our instructions out here just so we can follow along and see what it says. Now I have my big stamp pad out for stamping any sentiments, so it does look like we are using this middle size of the middle size of the sentiment labels here. And so I have that right here ready to go. So it says we're going to use wish you were here. So miss you, wish you were here. That's the sentiment that goes on here. So like I said, I do not normally send a card like that. Certainly could, but I don't typically. Let's see, will this work? It's not quite big enough, so let me grab this here like so. All right, so like I said before, I have found like I can get that layer of stuff on the stamp off by just pressing it into that cardboard sheet that comes in the kit. And so now I am just going to test it. Look at me, I was going for it, but it looks really good. All right, so now I'm going to go for it. All right, so we're just putting that right in the center. And as usual, I like to hold that down and let that ink, you know, absorb into the paper. And so as you can see, it is really a nice, crisp, crisp print that we got there. So I don't think we have any other stamping here. I am having some issue. I'm going to open my blinds really quick because I feel like it looks dark on the screen. So I'm going to see if we can help that out a bit. We do have a bit of a cloud cover day, and so I didn't open them thinking it wasn't going to help much, but maybe it will. So hopefully that's a little bit better. All right, so we have our sentiment all stamped. I'm going to move this aside for now so that we can put our card together. So we are going to need some twine. It says we need 30 inches of twine, so we're going to be wrapping around something. So let me just get my twine out here and just do this. That's 15 and I'm going to double it. All right, so here's my scissors. Move our twine out of there. So when your twine comes out and it's all squiggly like this, one of the things I like to do to help it to be more manageable is just rub it between my fingernail and my finger, and you can see how much that changes things. So just a little tip to help have your string be less volatile, I guess. All right, so the first thing it has us doing is we are tying this around the Pretty in Pink piece, and we're going around twice, and then we're tying a bow right here. Probably don't need 30 inches, but that's what we just follow the instructions the first time and we see where we go. So all right, so that is going to be just fine. The next thing it has us doing is putting some glue dots on the back of the piece. I'm going to also get our card base here and get the score line burnished. So we are ready to put our card together. Since this is the same on the front and the back, I just want to make sure I have my card the way I want it. All right, and so this is going to go up here on the card base like so. So now I'm going to get my take your pick tool. And as you know, I like to use this for the glue dots. So, I wonder why. It's weird. It's funny in the illustration, it looks like you're putting these dimensional, oh, it's dimensionals. Those are not glue dots. It looks like they're going right on the pink side of this, but that wouldn't make sense at all. And so FYI, your instructions, they're not very good in that regard. So keep that in mind. Does anybody have the kit already? And have you opened it? I'm curious if you've already started playing with your kit. And I think, Anna, you had told me that yours is on a little bit of a trek getting to you because you've moved. So I know that's no fun. I'm sure you're awfully busy with lots of other things. So let's see. We are just, this is not going centered, so it's going a little bit off to the left, okay, when you place it down. So it's closer to the edge on this left side than it is on the right side, okay? So just see that, and it provides, yeah, I'm sure it did get forwarded like your other mail, but we can go in and take a look at it for sure. And if you, okay, you say your tracking's not been available. Okay, I'll go take a look at it and see what I can find out. Absolutely, no problem. I may not know anything until tomorrow, but I'll be in touch with you for sure. Okay. And all right, so now that we have this much done, the next part is we're going to pop out these extra little places on here, and that allow us to see the full Miss You. Now I'm sure there's a circle in that glimmer page that I missed for the eye on Miss You. So let me get that and see if I can find it. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so there's that. And yeah, we'll look into that for sure. All right, so we need some glue dots now for this. All right, so we're going to have one on the back of the dot, and we're going to have one here and one here. That's all we need on that one. Then we have the center of the O to pull out the extra piece to see the full YOU. All right, so now we have one here, and then another one on this end. All right, so that's that piece. Then on our script, that where we, or our little sentiment banner, we're going to put some dimensionals on this. So let me get those out. So putting 3 dimensionals on here. I will tell you guys that the refills for this kit are available now in the online store. I actually went and got a couple of them just because I'm in love with these colors. And so I'm looking forward to playing with this a little bit more. All right, so we're going to put a glue dot on the back of the star flowers as well. And that one's going to be a little interesting because it's going to hang off. And then we have our cherries that are going to get some dimensionals. So let's see. That's that and this one. Okay. So we are putting a dimensional right here on this one and a dimensional right here on that one. And then we can start to put everything together. All right, so let's go ahead and get these adhesive covers off of the glue dots. And so we have the U, and that's going to go right here. And it looks like it's centered for the most part. So we got the U on there centered. And then let's get the other glue dot covers off here. And then this is going to go up here above it, again, centered, like so. Okay. Then our sentiment that we stamped, "Wish you were here," is going to go, just scoot this down a little bit, or if I can, that's a being stubborn. That's what it is they are being a little bit stubborn. All right, so this piece is going to go right in the center like so. All right, so hopefully you can see that now better. And we got to put our dot on here. Hey, Cindy, glad you joined. Glad you could join us this evening from North Dakota. Awesome. All right, so now we have our eye on the "Miss you" and "Wish you were here." Perfect. All right, so now we have the little stars to put on. And I'm trying to figure out where they have put them. Okay, so they are going on the leaves of the cherries. So I see two of them. I guess maybe one of them has one in the center of one of them. I think that might be what's happening. So like this is going on top of one of them. Like so. All right, so I don't know how well you can see that, but there they are. So they're just going right on the leaf of the cherry. So pretty cool. All right, so now we are going to add these. And I believe, yeah, this one's going to go down first. All right. And so this one is going to go right. Right here. And then this one is going right here. So that glue dot is going right in the middle of these two. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. This glue dot on the back of this cherry right here is going to go right in the middle of those, the stems of the cherry. Okay. So that is what's happening here. And that's how they are. Put it in there. I want to make sure that it was on that card, because it would be very easy to have this all turn out, but now that that's been intertwined in a sense, that it's holding it in place pretty good. The only other thing you could do is you could put double dimensionals underneath one of these right here. But I don't think you need it, to be honest. And so there's that card. And it is so pretty. Like I said, it's not a sentiment I think of really, but it's a really fun card. And you could add one of the other sentiments into the inside. Life is so much sweeter with friends like you. So would be totally fine. So that's our first card. So I'm going to set that aside, and hopefully we can move along with the other ones, because I do have an alternate plan for you this afternoon. I'm kind of excited to show that to you. So here is the second card. I'm going to go ahead and pop out all of these things right now while I have it in my hand. Oh, it's being a little persistent and not wanting to come out of all the little crevices. Let's see here. Got quite a few things going on here. 3 on just one letter. All right, 2 more it looks like. There we go. Scoot all those little pieces out of the way. All right, so there's our congrats. Okay, and then we have this beautiful, very intricate leaf piece. At first, I don't laugh, but at first when I saw this, I thought it was marijuana leaves. It kind of looks like that to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Sorry if that, I don't want to offend anybody, but it sure looked like that to me. All right. We are going to stamp our sentiment. So congrats, so much to celebrate. So let's see. I know I don't have that out, so let me get it. So much to celebrate. So there's that. I'm going to get our mat back and our cardboard base here that has worked now consistently. So let's see what we got, how it works. Dun, da, da, da. That looks great. All right, this has the longest of all of these sentiment labels that came in the kit. And so let's go ahead and get this stamped on here. Goes right in the center. That looks good. And we're just going to hold that down. Everybody having a good weekend? Did you have a good weekend? It's been a good weekend. We didn't really have a lot going on, and I was busy working with one of my groups where I'm in a shopping event this week. So that has kept me busy this week. So let's see here. All right, so the first thing it has us doing, I'm going to go ahead and burnish our score line. I like the little white border around here. It's printed on there, where the image is in the center. So the first thing is we are going to put some tear and tape on here that it looks like the leaves and the lemons are all going to go over it. So that's what they've chosen as the adhesive for this. And it's just going right in the center. So I'm just going to cut off a piece about this much. Looks like about 2 inches that it's calling for. So I'm just putting it on there. And obviously it will provide adhesive in the gaps. I didn't want to use my take your pick tool because I'm kind of worried it's going to tear one of the leaves here. All right, so looks like this is a little bit tilted here in this angle. So that has been put down. Now we're going to use some glue dots on the back of these palm-like leaves here. So let's get one here and another one here. So let me just get rid of those covers and put my tear and tape away. All right, so now we have, looks like the shorter of the leaves is kind of coming down and the longer one is going up right there. So if you can see that, those are those vellum leaves right on top of there, okay? All right, then looks like our lemons are going to get kind of attached to one another. So the first thing it's showing us is 2 dimensionals are going half on, half off the lemon right down here. And then one is going in the center, and then another one on the leaf of the lemon. And then this is going to get adhered to the other lemon. Let's see. So if I lay that there, this one's coming on like so. And that's what they had us do, was to put that together like that, okay? And now this is going to get one right up here, like so. I don't see any particular reason why we couldn't. So I'm putting another one down here, only because I'm not entirely sure that I made enough of those glue dots catching the other side. So I'm getting rid of the covers on the dimensionals. Sorry, these are dimensionals, not glue dots. And then we need some linen thread here. Now it's saying 12 inches. So I'm going to go from 24 to 12 here. And let me just unsquiggle it. This really does make a difference. All right, so now this is getting kind of a faux bow. Across here. Now I used that dimensional for that. So I'm just going to put another one right next to it so that we still have the support and we can secure our linen thread down. Okay. So now this is just going kind of in the center of that image. Okay. And like so. And that's what we have. Really pretty. Love the colors that is coming into this. So now this is going to be our sentiment that's going to go across here. The congrats is going to come in here like so. And that is going to get put on with some dimensionals. Now, I think I could use all those dimensionals, but I'm just going to cut some a little skinnier here on the edge of my dimensionals to get where I need it to go. So let's see, we're going to put one down here. Then we have another one that's going to go right here. Oops, straighten that up so that it is not hanging off. All right. Then it looks like we're putting another one down here. And I believe that's all it's asking for, but I am going to put another one right here. So that's where I put my dimensionals. If you can see that very well, I don't know. It's kind of hard with the white on white. But I'm going to go ahead and put that down. And like so. And I can see why it didn't want one on this end, because it's going to be on the lemon itself. So I got rid of that one and just kept the 3 it originally called for. All right, so let's move this out of the way so I can try and get this straight. Let's see. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. All right, so now we are putting a little bit of tear and tape on this, is what I could see. And I'm just going to get a little bit here. Make sure I got the right end. So much right here. And then we're going to have a dimensional, 2 dimensionals on this end. So the part that's over here, not up on the lemons, is getting a dimensional. And that just helps it all be layered out evenly. I don't know, folks. We may not get to our alternates today because it's getting, we're almost here an hour. This has been a lot of little pieces, so I feel bad. Let's see here, because it's going to go kind of under that G. Okay, there we go. All right, so that is our congrats so much to celebrate. Really beautiful. What are you guys thinking about these cards? They're really beautiful, aren't they? So we have this envelope that goes with this one, and we have the beautiful, pretty, and pink one that goes with this one. Now here's our third card, and we have the Shy Shamrock envelope that goes here. And this one is really beautiful, y'all. This really delicate die cut piece is just smashing. And really, really pretty. The more I play with the in colors, the more I like them. You know what? I haven't put any of the gems on these, have I, Wanda? My missing gem? Is that what you're saying? My missing gem, is it showing up? I'm not sure. It's crazy. If you just saw it. Oh, you're making your cards along with me. I love it. I love it. All right, we're going to have to go back and put the gems on because I've neglected that. Sorry I'm taking so long today, folks. This card's going to go in more of a portrait style, and it gets this beautiful die cut. Beautiful die cut. That's going to go right on top of here. And so let's see. It says they're using the vellum. I'm surprised. I don't know that you need the vellum. I don't know that I want the vellum. Wanda, did you put the vellum on? I'm like, oh my gosh. But if you're making it with me, maybe you haven't done it yet. I don't know. I don't know that I want that vellum. Might use it for something, but I don't know that I need that. All right, so I'm going without the vellum, folks. I'm just letting you know. Okay. Yes, I have my gems here, but somehow I lost one immediately. Just came right off that piece, so I keep thinking it's going to show up somewhere. Attached to something. All right, so let's see. We're going to put a glue dot up here, and we're going to put a glue dot. Looks like we could put one right here pretty easily. And then we're going to put one down here. And we're going to go with that for now and see if we need any more. And see if we can move along. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. There. All right, so now we have our the next thing it says is we're doing our peaches. Oh, I guess I need to stamp also. All right, so sweet friend. We're getting all the stamps out. All the stamps out. Worst case is that I will show you my the two alternates that I made, and we will do them next week, just because this has taken longer than I was anticipating. And the alternates are a little bit, they're not hard, they're just a little tedious. So I will show you that. But I'm afraid if we do them today, we'll be here another 30 minutes or more. And so I don't want to keep you all here for that, especially since we have been here for a while. So, all right. So sweet friend. I love this stamp. Who doesn't need a stamp that says sweet friend, right? So sweet. All right, so that is that right there. All right. Yeah, I agree. No vellum. Okay, so let's see here. We have our peaches. We got this one and this one. I'm actually sort of lining them up, folks, the way that they have them on their little page, because this is how you get things in order. And it matters sometimes what their plan is for you to get your dots and dimensionals in the right places. Okay, your glue dots and dimensionals, because of the way that they layer them up and all the stuff. So I'm following their lead. Okay, so now we are going to this one is going to go down. I know that it's putting a bow on, but we're going to put that on last. So this one is going right here, like so. And then we got this little cover we're going to get off. And that is layering up. Oh, it's going right behind here. I love that. All right, so it's just laying right behind there. Now we have the bigger of the small peaches. That one's going up here like so. And this one's going next to it, but it's peeking under. It's going underneath a little bit there. And then we have our smaller one that's a little bit darker. This one's going together the fastest, folks. My goodness. Those other ones were more. I guess because I didn't do the vellum. All right, so we're going to have a little bit of a bow that we're going to stick in to this. So let's figure this out. So just had us tying one together, and I think I want some loopy loops going. Loopy loops, right? On our, so I can stick it down inside of here. Now that's a little too big. Let's see here. There we go. I think that would work fine. Yes. All right, so now I just need a glue dot for this. I'm going to put right on here. Get that cover off of it. I'm going to roll it up on there. You know, we just roll these glue dots on top of each other so that they don't cause an ooey gooey mess, right? And I'm just going to stick it inside here below that peach so that it looks like so. Okay. And now I can leave that all long and stringy, or I can cut some of it off, which I'm going to do. So it's not too flowing all over the place. Okay. And so that is, I love it. All right. So now we just need to put some dimensionals on here and a glue dot, looks like, because it's going to layer on top of that. Let's put our ink away before I make a mess. All right, so now I need 2 dimensionals, but on this I want to just trim off some for here. So it's going right here and right here. Okay. Oh, take off this cover of this glue dot over here. All right, so now that's going to go on here, and it's going up here a little bit. Yep, just like so. Awesome. All right, now this little sweet friend is getting a couple of dimensionals on it. And then we can put that down and then put our gems on, which are going to be awesome. All right, so this is kind of going right up. So it's overlapping the hello, like so. There you have that. All right, let's put our gems on because, you know, we're missing out on all the beauty of it. So I have a bigger one that is going on up here. And, oh, there it is. Found the extra. It just got stuck to another gem. All right, so then a little smaller one there and another little smaller one down here. So that's that card finished. Absolutely beautiful, y'all. Love it. They're gorgeous. They really are beautiful cards. And, you know, I see a lot of potential with the alternates that we're going to be making. So super excited about that. All right, so now on this one, where did it have us putting our gems? So we need a bigger gem going right up here and a smaller one next to it and a smaller one down here. There we go. Beautiful. Tell me what y'all think of these. I hope you like them. I think they're gorgeous. And then I'm going to show you I have two alternates that I've already designed. And so because we were not able to get that far today, because we're already 7 minutes past the hour. That's already long. We will do them next week. Absolutely. All right. So that is the third one. Oh, I just love them. I love them, love them, love them. All right. So let's see here. Let me get my box out, the one I've been playing with. Let's see if I can do a little bit of a cleanup so that it won't be so distracting on here. Really quick. These things drive me bananas. All right, so I made two alternates. I'm super excited about them. And I think you're going to like them. And I've already been thinking about additional ones. So, all right, I went about this a little bit different than I normally do. So I took all the pieces from one of the cards that is the peach pie card, this one. And this is, so I use the card base and I use one of the cherries, okay? And then I'm bringing in some other elements. So I actually stamped the name thanks right here and onto some peach pie cardstock. So it gave it a little bit darker image. And so this is a gatefold card, okay? And I used a punch and so die cutting and did some embossing on here using the pieces from the cardstock in the kit. And so this is the one of the alternates that I created, and we'll make this together next week with a fun little linen thread bow. Okay. And then I took the items from this card to see what I could come up with. And so far I came up with this one. And I just love it. So like I was telling you, I don't know what to do with Miss You. I don't know what to do with that. So I changed it. I'm using the you. Okay. Life is so much sweeter with friends like you. You make life sweeter. All right. And then I just use part of this die cut down here, and I used part of the envelope, trimmed it off, showed it like it's extending up as a part of the card. And it's a little cattywampus on here. And just, I put it on a basic beige cardstock. So I am pretty happy with how this came out. I hope you like it, and I look forward to creating these cards with you next week. And I'll be creating other ones. Obviously have the same kind of plan with this card right here. And so I look forward to next week and spending that time with you. So I appreciate everybody for hanging in there. And I'm sorry this was a little longer than planned, but I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And please leave me a message. Tell me what you think about the cards and the alternates we'll be making next week. And I look so forward to that and our time together. Um, Thank you. I'm so glad you like them. And come back next week and we'll make them together. Y'all have a great week ahead. Bye bye.